all the way from Jamaica via telephone. Welcome to the Drill Squad Mix Show today, Mr. Buju Banton.
Yes, very pleasant. Good morning, sir.
You're up early. You feeling all right?
I am fine. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. It is a pleasure to have you here with us today on the telephone.
It's a pleasure to be on your show. Let me send much love goes out to all the hip-hop community, all the dancehall community, all the reggae music community. Love, this is Buju Banton, you know what's up.
And we are definitely dedicating the reggae dancehall segment of the Drill Squad Mix Show today to Mr. Buju Banton and myself, DJ Dred E Maximum, discussing the new release of Gargamel music entitled Too Bad. Buju, can you tell us a little bit of the concept behind Too Bad?
The concept was one which was original in the sense that it was dancehall in an authentic manner, which was not diluted nor tend to gravitate towards a hip-hop community or anything like that. It was just pure dancehall. That was the concept. Giving the masses something they can relate to from the grassroots, which is authentic. The authenticity of the music was our aim to preserve, yes.
How was your experience making the CD, sir?
It was just like making the rest of records then where I'm concerned. Fun, informal, and nothing too tedious or nothing too strenuous. It must be enjoyable. Yes.
Now the production this time around, as usual, is proper. You got some heavyweights, you got some new school cats. Let's talk about production. Who you got working for you making the music on the album?
We don't have much heavyweights on this CD. You know what I mean? We have Mr. Slide Dunbar, who,
yes.
You know what I mean? Taxi Rhythm is now mashing the place up. We have Left Side and Esco, who
yes.
did the remake of the Gigi Rhythm. We have Cashley, who's a relatively new producer. You know what I mean? Some young youths who are emerging, but they've got a knack for the music and have embraced what they're doing and show them that I've endorsed it by singing on their production. So great is the works, you know?
Now I'm noticing you got a limited amount of collaborations as far as feature guest artists on this CD. It's all Buju except for one joint you got with Mr. Pinchers. Is there a reason for that?
Well, sometimes if the music gets too crowded, a lot of people trying to say so much, you know? And I just want to take it to the people on a level where they can understand that Buju Banton needs to talk to them up close and personal. But I don't need too much noise in the background. One mic.
He's got a sense of humor. Now, do you have a special connection with Pinchers?
The connection with all artists is great. I've got a special connection with all my co-workers. No one is, you know what I mean, is excluded. I try to keep it civil with all my brethren, but Pinchers is a great artist. His music stands for itself and speaks volumes, you know?
Now, for everyone out there who has yet to purchase a copy of Too Bad by Buju, can you explain what the fans should expect from this CD?
You should expect something to uplift you, stimulate you, educate you, yet entertain you. Something to make you feel like this is Jamaica. You're in the island, you're walking around, you're seeing the sight, touching the very essence of the place, you know what I mean? This is the music that brought Buju Banton to the people. It's a collector's item. Every household should have, as long as you're reggae musically inclined.
Buju, what could you tell us about the song Lonely Night?
See, love is lovely, and even though I try to make the dancehall rough and try to make it, as plain as it is, love is also an integral part of it, and therefore we have to make that part also be felt and understood. Yes, yes.
Now, in your quest for North American success, you don't water down your content. I'm wondering if it's difficult to fight that urge to tailor your music for the purpose of selling CDs.
Well, I do not see myself fighting to gain North American success, because I think the North Americans kind of understand who I am and know who I am. Because if they didn't, there wouldn't be no reason for all these struggles that I've been facing ever right through my whole career and my musical life. So they're quite aware of who I am. They're quite aware of how potent the music is. They're quite aware of my topics and how topical I am on certain issues. And I mean, I'm just the one who is always not running up into their faces and trying to look like I'm so hungry for their notoriety. You know what I mean? I'd rather stay in the trenches and take time to build myself up day by day than to just have this, you know what I mean? Because when you get that big blow up from the system, you blow right back down. And you know what I mean? A couple of years, no one hear of you. No, whether I'm in the system or not, I've always been consistent. I can do a show here in Europe, I can do a show there in Canada, I can do a show in North America. around the world without even having a record. Not much artists can do that, and I don't owe that to no notoriety by the North American system or anything like that. It's just my people, the people who have loved Buju Banton, and the people who have stood by me, because my music is still not being played in the mainstream to no wide extent. You know what I mean? It's just the love of the people who have kept me alive, because I'm a grassroots artist, and I know I stay true to the game. I am the rebel they all would love to hate, you know what I mean?
I'm thinking a lot of younger artists could just learn from what you just said. That's a good answer. I don't think real legends have to go that far to do what they do. Now, September 12th marks the release date, for the CD, Too Bad. How have sales been since then?
Our sales are going tremendous. You know what I mean? We need a lot of help. As you know, we're independent and we're doing this on our own, and a lot of people who out there want to see us fail. But through the grace of God, the true and living shines a light that all man shall see, and not there is a God who dwelleth uprightly over all the earth. We shall succeed. It's not a one-day thing. It's day by day. The sun shall not smite us by day, nor the moon by night. And as long as these things doesn't happen, we continue the music to satisfy the souls of the masses.
Now, the release of Too Bad is your 7th official release, your 7th official CD. What does it mean to Buju Banton to be in the game for this long?
Well, it's a lot of things, you know what I mean? I don't see this as a game, first and foremost. It's my life, it's music. Music with me is no game. You know what I mean? It's as real as it seems, you know what I mean? How could you rise up every living day telling yourself everything is okay? When you look at life, it starts slipping away, and God knows who cries every moment, every day. Because those who cry for the poor get rejected, neglected, and sometimes put to death. So how much more can we take? This is not a game. This is no game. This is real, and this is our life. And we're here to show people that we don't make to advertise Mercedes Benz and fancy gold chains with blood diamonds, but rather to uplift, educate, and stimulate. Because the founding fathers of my music, this was their intention, to be a maker for the world where they could get some form of spiritual upliftment and spiritual empowerment through the forces of music. You know what I mean? And whatever comes with it, yeah, it doesn't change. In other words, if the foundation is not solid, it cannot go on for as much as long as we've been going on.
Do you feel that there is more peace of mind for you now, as your name is more permanently solidified at the top? Or is the pressure of constantly attempting to outdo yourself overwhelming?
Well, I don't know about that, because I've never had such problem of trying to outdo myself. You know what I mean? I don't rush music. I don't fight music. It's not that I have to have an album in the market every year, racing and running down, because it's like you need space. The music must have space to grow, and artists must emerge. And if you keep thinking that you're the person that should be listening at all times, you're creating your own monotony. And very soon no one is going to want to hear from you. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense. Which tracks in particular on the album are you hoping to have stand out from the rest of them?
Well, Fast Lane is a very outstanding track, which speaks volumes also. You know what I mean? Tracks, I got so much tracks in this album. Number 2 is one of my favorite. Get a long time when I look here and I try off for you, because I love the woman them. You know what I mean? Number 11 is also one of my favorite, also Driver A. You know, it's just not vibe. Just hope and pray that if everyone can find a song that they love on this record, I'll be happy, because it was made for you.
And we're back on the Drill Squad Mix Show with your boy, DJ Dred E Maximum. We are definitely on the telephone right now with none other than reggae legend, Mr. Buju Banton. He's got the new CD out. I suggest you run out right now. Go get it. It's called Too Bad. And the song we just heard is from that CD, and the song was entitled Fast Lane. Buju, what does Fast Lane mean to you?
Well, that song is just giving the youth a head up, no matter where you are, because other people think that because we're from Jamaica, we only have island perceptions or island outlook or island, you know what I mean, just some stereotypical about who we are and where we're from and what our philosophies are, what our outlook is like, you know what I mean. I have a broad spectrum of thoughts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine things, and it's not that you imagine them out of nowhere. They happen in reality. This is one of those songs, you know. It's not my life, it may not be your life, but these things happen. You know, we are mirrors. The music is like a mirror. You look out there and you like cast a reflection on what's going on through your songs. This is one of those songs. It's one of those times. Yes.
Buju, please share with us one of your most memorable moments in your career thus far.
Buju Banton performing at the Wolf Trap. That's a venue I will never forget. The Wolf Trap, somewhere out there in Maryland. I was just a little boy, about 21 years old, 22 years old, when I was given opportunity to perform in the Wolf Trap Amphitheater. So I think the Reggae Sunsplash tour, one mega tours I was on with Shaggy and, you know what I mean? And that show was a show I don't remember having such a fun, you know. That show stand out in my mind for some great reason.
If you knew then what you now know, would you have done anything in your career differently?
Of course, because, you know, with knowledge comes, with age comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes wisdom and understanding. And then you have to go back again and ask for knowledge again to know the difference between them all.
Very intelligent. It's funny, I think you're one of the first artists I've ever interviewed that gave me that answer. Normally the artist will say, no, I wouldn't change a thing. So that's interesting right there. Now, I'm just curious, are there any artists that you would like to work with that you haven't yet? Who would you look forward to working with in the future?
I do not see myself working with anyone, because I do not work with people. We work together. Now, as it relates to that question, why does it always have to be us reggae artists on the remix of all these other artists, these stardom artist tracks? Why can't it be on the lead track instead of the remix? I am not in the mood to work with anyone. If they want to work with me, they are welcome to come and join forces for us to work together. But no, enough of that. I am a reggae artist who do not see myself working with anyone unless they are willing and ready to work with I. We're not making no crumbs off no one's plate because they don't respect us. They don't have no love for us as reggae artists. All they do is play hypocrites, try to use us as if they are smarter than we are. Okay? And that is the truth. As there's a God in Mount Zion, that is the truth. So let them come. Whosoever want to do something, Buju Banton, and your music is what represents you and it represents me, and we can do something for the world on a broader level, fine. But no, I don't want to work with no one. I have no desire to. If they want to work with me, fine. Hip-hop should remember 20 years ago when hip-hop was the lesser music, just like reggae was, and no one was talking about them and no one was giving them any notoriety, how hard they fought for their heads to be above the water. So why hold on another genre? For all the time you've been hearing reggae tracks with hip-hop artists, it's never the original track. It's always the remix. So we are not good enough to be on the first cut, but we are good enough to be on the second. If you know anything about us Jamaican, we don't like number 2.
Buju, how about some advice for the younger artists coming up?
I would say to them, keep your hearts pure, my fellow co-workers, no matter which side of the isle you are on. Because in our hearts lies the issues of life.
Buju, as the interview comes to a close, do you have any closing statements?
I love you all. Those who know me, I say hi to all my friends. Ruben, Tony Montana, Suzette, all the gang, enough respects. My sister Altia, thank you for your love over the years. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your continuous love, I say again. And until we see each other in the flesh, protect yourself. And may God be with you. One love. Better days coming, man, time you're off running from the law. I'm really not a villain. The reason I am living is because I was quick on the draw. That's up with the jack and ever we on the law. This is Buju Banton alongside Dred. Dred to the map. Give me the dance about and I run away immediately. Now hear this. Keep it real.
Respect, Buju.